Now, for those who didn't know, famous jazz saxophonist from right here in the Tri-State, Christopher Braig, is honoring that jazz legend and a new film that is airing this week. And also, this film has already been picked up by the New York Jazz Film Festival. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me this morning.
And first foray into the world of film, right?
Yeah, absolutely. My first chance of working in film.
Okay, well, tell us this. You know, for those who are not familiar, we actually did a jazz documentary here, and we talked about Jimmy McGarry here, but you really dived deep into who this man was. Everyone who talks about him that I interviewed in that jazz documentary said that he played a major role in their lives as musicians.
Well, I think it's best said that Jimmy McGarry was Daddy Jazz for many of us, myself included. And I used to go to Corey's on the Corners in the 80s. And I didn't want to play like Jimmy, I just wanted to be the music.
Yeah.
And in many ways, he's the father of all our Cincinnati saxophone players, and his reach is much wider than that as well. So my film, it's not strictly a biography, it's about the act of making music, and really profiles his music from 1968 to 1988. And there's some really rare recordings in the film.
All right, so you're seeing some video right now. Of course, this is parts of the film, right?
Yes, it is. That's Lou Lauschi, the great Cincinnati jazz legend.
Yes, I mean, and it's so great to see that you speak with this. And you are as a jazz musician yourself, right?
I am, yeah. I play in a group in New York City with two German-American musicians, Christian Finger on drums and Peter Knoll on guitar. And I travel around and I play.
All right, I absolutely love this. So this film, if you want the opportunity to learn more about music, learn more about Jimmy McGarry, and just kind of locally, you know, what I'm really interested in is this jazz scene here locally. A lot of it is still pretty unfamiliar to a lot of people.
I agree, and it's very rich, and it's very wide, it's very diverse, and it's very deep too. So my suggestion would just to do like you did in your piece, to go out and explore, and try things, and try this player over here, and see if you can experience as much of it as possible.
Yeah, what I love about it is now that we know some of these musicians, we know them by name now, and you don't just recognize the sound. And so when you hear that art goers are going to be playing, it's like, oh, I want to go see, I want to be there, because you're familiar with his work.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, this is the book that we have here. When is this showing, and where is it showing?
Okay, the film premiere will be at Cafe Vivace on Thursday night at 8:30. The film is shot in sort of a PBS independent lens style.
Yeah.
Lasts an hour. Then we'll take a little break, and then Wayne Yeager and Lou Lauschi, Cincinnati jazz legends, Brett Gallagher on tenor sax, I'll play soprano sax, and one of my former students from St. Louis, Matt McAllister, is going to play drums. So we'll celebrate Jimmy's original music, which is in the book, with all the interviews that wouldn't fit into the film.
Okay.
And we'll play Jimmy's music and have 3 generations of musicians celebrate Jimmy.
And he's serious when he says that this music is actually in the book.
Yes, it's in the book, in the interviews. I interviewed Fred Hirsch in New York City, who is probably our current most famous Cincinnati native jazz musician, and he invited me to his loft in Soho. And the first half of that book is my interview with Fred.
Wow.
And he spoke in the same terms that I'm speaking about Jimmy right now, the same kind of thing.
So when people go to see this film, what is it that you hope that people take away from this?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. I've had so many questions asked. I hope that they take away that music is about being yourself and manifesting who you are as a human being, and it comes out of your instrument. And people ask me, why make a film about Jimmy McGarry? Because of the person that he was, is why I made the film. He was a great cat.
And that's literally the same explanation I hear from everyone else when it comes to Jimmy McGarry. So if people, do you need tickets to watch this?
No, you can come to the door.
Okay.
You can pay the cover charge at the door.
All right, Cafe Vivace this Thursday.
Thursday at 8:30, the film, concert at 10.
All right, I'm so excited that you're doing this. Thank you so
Thanks.
much for joining us, and congratulations, the film festival. Are you gonna, I think this is gonna spread everywhere.
I think it's gonna be okay.
All right, it's gonna do well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, 10:13 now, we're gonna go over to Catherine Bodak.